I think this is a wonderful first step because you can tell the sense, right? The questions that they ask President Trump, they're not to inform the American people. They're to act like activists, just like these judges masquerade as activists. These journalists masquerade as activists, too. They're the tip of the spear when it comes to the resistance. And all that they're trying to do is set President Trump up to take the bait, to create this narrative. I overhear them talking, collaborating, and colluding to come up with certain narratives, right? That's their intention. Now, they also control the seating, right? When you watch the briefings, the people who are sitting in those chairs. I would advocate, and I'm not just talking selfishly, but I would say you need to reorient who's sitting in those chairs as well, right? Caroline Leavitt said, we want to hold outlets that lie accountable for their lies. Okay, Politico lied about the Hunter Biden hard drive. Why are they still sitting in one of the front, if not two front rows, being able to ask questions, right? It's time for accountability. I know we aren't allowed to say the word retribution, and saying that in earshot of any of these people, who knows how that's going to end for me. But this is not retribution. It's justice for mainstream media outlets who are state propaganda that have lied to us for decades.
I think you're trending already. You said strip them of their seats. Go back and make the case for that. I mean, it's pretty hardcore throwdown. What do you mean strip them of their seats? I think that's going to go viral here. We're going to push it. What do you mean by that?
Well, look,
and make your case. What's your justification of that?
Well, through the paradigm that the White House has set forth, they said we will hold outlets accountable for their lies. And if lying about the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America was enough to get the Associated Press ripped out of the Oval Office, then every single legacy media outlet in there, that is child's play compared to the lies that they have propagated against the American people. And I'm not just talking the marginal fact checks about the efficacy of, COVID vaccines or election fraud. All of these outlets, even if you want to start the clock at 2020, covered up the most massive national security threatening story that has probably ever happened in the history of this country, which is the fact that a man whose mental cognitive capacity was probably tantamount to that of a dead person was running this country. And I'm sorry, but all the journalists who are now melting down about the White House Correspondents Association no longer having access. I missed any of you guys writing the story about Joe Biden being so out to lunch that nobody from his own team could even reach him. Moreover, these media outlets are not asking questions to inform the American people or help President Trump communicate his agenda in the same way on record they did with Joe Biden. All they are doing is acting like activists. For example, that chick who wrote the story saying that we are state-funded media, I went through all of her old tweets. She was advocating saying that people should, quote, steal from the Trump Hotel. She says all these saying that she would love to watch someone physically assault Trump, okay? These people are deranged anti-Trump activists, and I don't know why we have to performatively treat them as journalists.